Sports Freak? It's your boy Miamisportsfreak again. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's going to be a huge game in the AFC East between the Jets and the Dolphins. It's a huge game. This is going to be a big momentum booster for whoever may win. As Rex Ryan quoted, and I'm actually going to quote it, obviously this game is a crucial game. Obviously this is a very crucial game, and he's completely right. Well, I can't wait for this game because there are two teams that hate each other playing. The Dolphins and the Jets have great histories going back, far back. Some big victories between both teams. Actually, some comeback victories. There's so much history that I can't even go into that, of all that history, but it's going to be a great game. Just telling you that, definitely a game you guys should definitely watch. LaRon Landry actually already said that he's going to make Bush remember that hit that he put on him a couple weeks ago, that Bush has never been the same since then. He actually hasn't ran as well as he was before, and this is definitely a crucial game. Bush actually did say that he's feeling a lot healthier and that he's going to run a lot harder. You should see Bush getting maybe 100 yards, hopefully, depending on how the offensive line blocks and depending on how Bush actually really feels. But Landry already said that he's going to make Bush remember that hit. And when Bush sees him, he's going to remember that hit and be like, oh, I don't want to go near him. But I don't think Bush is like that. I think that it's going to be a great game, and I think Bush is going to run really hard for the team. Some things to actually look forward to that the Dolphins might have. Jabbar Gaffney and Daniel Thomas might come back. Daniel Thomas coming back is great for the Dolphins. He's a power runner, and he's a powerhouse. He'll help the Dolphins a lot because he can open up the yardage. He can get some power yardage. He can get yards that we need, some short yardage. He's actually going to help out a lot. Jabbar Gaffney can run routes and is great at catching and really can stop on a dime. He can run around and just stop on a dime, like nothing. He's like that, stop on a dime. So it should be good to have him back. Let me go into some keys to the victory for the Dolphins. Tannehill has to be protected. Actually, a stat is when Tannehill is protected and he doesn't throw any interceptions, the Dolphins win, and they're undefeated right now. So if Tannehill can stay protected and not get sacked and not get rushed on throws, then the Dolphins will definitely win it. This should be a well-fought battle, I'm going to say that again. But Tannehill needs to be protected. That's one of the keys. It has to happen. If Tannehill's not protected, the Dolphins will most likely lose because Tannehill under pressure is no good. He actually still is really good, though, because under pressure he can come back and throw some touchdowns. But in the end, Tannehill still needs to be protected. Another key is Dolphins' ground game has to get going. They have to ground and pound. Daniel Thomas and Reggie Bush have to have about, I'd say about 30 carries and 25 carries. They have to have at least 150 yards in order to ground and pound these Jets. The Jets defense has to be worn out, and I mean worn out. Reggie Bush needs to run 100 yards on him for a touchdown or get a pass in the backfield for 60 yards. They need to wear the Jets out with their run game in order for the pass game to open up. If the pass game opens up and Brian Hartline and Devon Best can get open and get some touchdowns, then the Jets will get discouraged, and most likely they'll back down. As I saw from last week, the Jets, they played really hard against New England, so it should be a well-fought battle. Again, like I'll say, a well-fought battle. The Jets barely came out with the loss. New England actually pulled it out in overtime because Mark Sanchez actually got sacked. So like I said, if we sack Mark Sanchez, then, well, actually I didn't say that yet. But another key to victory, which I'll bring up right now because I might as well. Mark Sanchez needs to get rushed. We need to put a lot of pressure on Mark Sanchez. Right now, as an NFL stat, Mark Sanchez is currently the worst NFL quarterback and getting rushed. He's the worst quarterback. When he gets rushed, he has the worst rating in the NFL. Worst rating. Hands down, the worst rating. So if we can rush Mark Sanchez, then the Dolphins can definitely get out a victory out of that. As you saw in overtime, when Mark Sanchez got sacked, he fumbled the ball. If you get pressure on Mark Sanchez, he actually has the worst NFL rating in the NFL. So that's one of the keys. You definitely have to get pressure on Mark Sanchez. Cameron Wake, Randy Starks, and Olivia Vernon have to be called. Their names have to be called that they sacked Mark Sanchez for negative yards. It has to happen. In order for the Dolphins to win, they have to get pressure on him. They cannot let him sit in the backfield and throw the ball. They have to have pressure on him every second. And another key to victory, Dan Carpenter has to kick field goals if needed. He has to. There's nothing. He has to hit them. He can't not hit them. He has to hit them. If he doesn't hit them, this could be a loss for the Dolphins. I think this is going to come down to a 3-point victory, so that they have to hit the field goals. I can't stress it enough. Dan Carpenter has to kick his field goals and make them. They have to get points on the board. And the last key is the Dolphins have to get back to the ground and pound game. Reggie Bush has to run all over them. He really does. And Daniel Thomas has to also. The only way they're going to win is if they run over them. I probably said this already, but I'm just going to say it again. They have to run all over the Jets. They have to get them worn out. It's just one of the keys, and it has to happen. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it's going to be a great fought battle, like I said before. This is a game you do not want to miss. I'm going to say it again. Do not want to miss. This game is going to be very good. This actually could be a huge momentum lifter. Like I said before, it could be a big momentum booster. The team that wins this could maybe push themselves into the playoffs. I know it's kind of early to say that, but I believe that if one of these teams can go out on top, they can get enough momentum to push them through the season to get into the playoffs. And it would be a great feel-good story if the Dolphins can do this. Ryan Tannehill, rookie quarterback, leading them to the playoffs. And we haven't been in the playoffs in a while, so this would be a great story and a great feel-good story. And I really hope we can do it. And it's going to be a great fought battle, and I can't wait to watch this game. I just want to let everyone know that they definitely need to watch this game, and that it's going to be a big game, and I just can't wait. So, all right, fans, you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel. All right, Miami Sports Freak out.